Old Nepali climber has added yet another feather to his cap as he successfully scaled the world's 11th highest peak in Pakistan this morning. Nima Rinji Sherpa holds multiple climbing records, including being the youngest person to climb Mount Everest twice and the youngest person to climb 6 peaks above 8,000 meters. One mystery object that washed up on the Australian coast could be space junk, officials say. The large metal cylinder was found on a beach near Sydney and has sparked curiosity among locals and experts. The Australian Space Agency said it was investigating the origin of the object. One. South Korea searches for missing people as death toll from downpours reach 41. Rescuers searched Tuesday for about 10 people still missing in landslides and other incidents caused by more than a week of torrential rains in South Korea, as the country's military dispatched more than 10,000 troops to support rescue works. One. Gulabi Sambad, one-stop podcast for SRHR issues. A kind of silence prevails in Nepali society when it comes to addressing issues pertaining to sexual and reproductive health and rights, SRHR. Gulabi Sambad, a podcast launched by Marie Stopes Nepal, aims to break this silence and create a platform for young people to discuss SRHR issues openly and without any stigma. One. Kristin Harila, Tenjin Sherpa complete 12 peaks in 3 months. Norwegian climber Kristin Harila and Tenjin Lama Sherpa today scaled G1 in Pakistan, completing their 12th 8,000 in less than 3 months. The duo had started their expedition from Nepal in April and climbed Everest, Lhotse, Makalu, Kanchenjunga, Dhaulagiri, Annapurna, Manaslu, Cho Oyu, Shishapangma, Nanga Parbat and Broad Peak before reaching the summit of G11. Trump is denied a new trial in E. Jean Carroll's sexual assault and defamation case. A federal judge on Tuesday rejected former President Donald Trump's request for a new trial in a defamation lawsuit brought by writer E. Jean Carroll, who accused him of raping her in the 1990s. The judge said Trump's motion was meritless and an attempt to relitigate issues that have already been decided. 2. Biden is urging Netanyahu not to rush judicial overhaul. Will the Israeli leader listen? President Joe Biden on Tuesday urged Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett not to rush a controversial plan to overhaul the country's judicial system, which critics say would undermine its independence and democracy. Biden said he hoped Bennett would consult with other parties and civil society groups before moving forward with the proposal. 3. Russian mercenary chief Prigozhin seen in video welcoming Wagner troops to Belarus after failed mutiny. A video obtained by NBC News shows Yevgeny Prigozhin, a close ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin and the alleged financier of the Wagner Group, a private military contractor, greeting dozens of Wagner fighters in Belarus after they were flown back from Mali following a failed coup attempt against the West African nation's president. 2. This country plans to build the only island prison colony in the Western Hemisphere. The Dominican Republic is planning to construct a prison complex on an uninhabited island off its coast, which would house about 10,000 inmates and become the only island prison colony in the Western Hemisphere. The government says the project will help reduce overcrowding and improve conditions in the country's jails, but human rights groups have raised concerns about the isolation and lack of oversight of the prisoners. 3. Rare and dramatic fossil shows small mammal attacking larger dinosaur. A fossil discovered in China reveals a rare scene of predation, a small mammal biting into the neck of a much larger dinosaur. The mammal, named Phocoeomonas sinensis, belonged to a group of early mammals that lived alongside dinosaurs during the Cretaceous period, about 120 million years ago. The dinosaur, named Psittacosaurus lugiotinensis, was a plant-eating relative of Triceratops.